Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode on Hungry Bellies. My name's Sean and today I'm going to be taking you on a salivating journey of nostalgia and rediscovery on the nation's favourite cuisine, fish and chips. Now where, you might be asking? Well, it has to be my local. I live in Mill Hill and today I've selected an authentic and true to history fish and chippery, Cannon's Fish and Chip Shop. Before we get to the best part, the reason for this video is merely because of a discussion I had with some friends recently. I haven't had fish and chips for years and they were all talking about how they have theirs. So I'd like to create a debate for us all to discuss and to place at the comment section just below how you have yours. And then right towards the end, I'd like to add a further debate about chip butties. Let's watch this tear off. As you can see, beautifully crunchy. Can you hear it rustling in the back? Just tearing that off there. Pulls apart. Nice and beautiful flake. You even watch that fish just flake apart there. Great. Really, really nice picture there. And listen to that crunch. So good. I should have done this sooner. Now they've cunningly provided it. I've got to try it with tartar sauce, don't I? Let's give it a go. Fish and chips is messy, isn't it, to be fair? I mean, they do provide you with a little cutlery, but it's just nothing like tearing things apart with your hands. Wow, that's really good. Really creamy, good depth and flavour. Clearly I've left lots of fish in there. Wow, look at how yellow these are. They're great. Super nice, really nice and chunky. Loads of angles in them, so you're going to get nice crunchy fries. Now, as I said, these chips are looking really nice and yellow. It indicates good, clean oil. When they're darker, it would really show that oil's getting a little bit older. But this is good, clean oil, so I reckon it's been changed today, to be fair with you, based on the colour of this and the colour of the fish itself. Chips that we use traditionally on Maris Piper, they're really nice and fluffy. They tend to look the best out of the potatoes available. And there's certain standards that fish and chip shops will select the potatoes from. They'll try to get them uniform as possible. Storage will be kept between 7 to 10 degrees, loads of airflow around. So great, let's try some of these. Really good, really, really good. These are better than the fish, if I'm honest with you. Really chunky, loads of great angles to them, so it kind of allows for wonderful textures. God, they'd make great chip butties. They're super nice, beautifully salted. You can hear them. If I'm honest with you, I thought this would be over vinegared. It really isn't. I think it's perfect. Really, really nice. Salt level's good. Enough to bring out the flavours. Try with some of this tartar sauce. I could be turning. Nothing really beats chips and curry sauce, but each time for chips, they're great. Work really well with really vinegary and kind of like that high level flavour from the tartar sauce. I'm impressed actually. I am. It's really good. Like I said, I was the first person in that door. Normally, you know, when you're cooking fish, you have that little scraps in the batter and things like that. And those scraps are put to one side. They're nothing but texture, nothing but real great flavour. And over time, when the oil kind of gets that good level, it's been used a bit, it just really adds flavour, adds colour. New oil tradition doesn't really give the best flavour, and for me it gives it a more an anemic colour, but these look great. I'm super impressed. Very good. Fish and chips to me, like I said, is a wonderful pastime, but the best chips I've ever had is actually from the West Midlands area. I think it's the Black Country, if I'm honest with you. There's a place not far from Birmingham called Tipton. They offer the most amazing chips. These are orange in colour. They're not necessarily battered, but they're beautiful, super nice. Some fish and chip shops use a variety of batters, as I mentioned earlier, and even use chemicals. You can have potato whitener. I mean, once you first peel the potatoes and they go through, you take them out of water for about an hour, let them dry off. Traditionally, when that happens, they tend to change colour, they tend to go darker. So some places use potato whitener to keep the colour when they're out of water longer. But the chips from Tipton, this is like our family favourites. They come out orange, and I'd love to be able to show you in the clip below. They're my favourite chips by far. If you're really interested and you'd like me to go visit and make a review similar to this, with any of your feedback, anything that you would like some more emphasis on or more development with, please place it in comments below, and I'll be delighted to work on that. Anyway, let's get back to mine, and we'll work on chip butties. Just like that, with the power of the internet and editing, we're back at mine. So I mentioned earlier in regards to discussion topics for already what sauces you have with your fish and chips, or even chips alone, but also what sauces you have with your chip butties. So is it just butter itself? Is it margarine? Is the margarine even salted? My two personal favorites, I use Tallulah sauces, just to give a bit of a kick, bit of spice, bit of fragrance, adds a level of depth towards my sandwich. Are you more of an olive oil, looking for health? Olive oil, is it infused with basil or anything like this, or is it just plain, or is it a mixture of olive oils? Or are you the pure healthiness where it just comes through the coconut oil? Which one do you add with yours? Now the butty bit, what bread do you use? Do you use brown, white? Is it seeded? Is it seeded with loads of other crazy stuff added to it? Is it 2? Is it 3? Mine's always a 3. Is it toasted, non-toasted? All these variations for what you would like. So I'm gonna do mine and what I would normally look for. So I'm gonna have my 3 seeded, super seeded stuffed bread. My Tallulahs. There's gonna be chips involved. There's gonna be fish involved. There's gonna be more chips. It's gonna be a full sandwich. It's gonna look obtuse and huge, and that's just the way I like my food. I want it to be like dirty. So I've got my 3 breads out ready, trusty knife, napkin if necessary, fish, chips, and Tallulahs. Let's make this stuff happen. So starting off with Tallulah. I'm not being shy at all. Gorgeous chips in there. For those that are worried, yes, of course, I'll wash my hands, wash my board. Activities of a chef never really tend to die hard. There we go. So, back to more of this. I'll get that later, obviously. Some more of this. I don't really like butter, to be fair with you. It has its purpose, but I'm going to try to stay as healthy as I can. So that I'm just about to put fish and chips on a bloody piece of bread, so how healthy can it be? But this is all about flavour. This is all about enjoyment. That's the reason why it's only a weekend habit. Really enjoy that. This is how I have mine. Gluttony at its finest. Oh, looks so good. Right, last bit. Take a few more chips in there for good measure. Don't judge me. I can feel you all judging me. Oh man. Look at that. That's it. Nothing else needed. Beautiful. Now, the pièce de la résistance. How I unhinge my jaw to try and make this get in. I think that's better than it first came. Loads of textures, good soft, beautiful malty barley, seedy bread. Chips have still got a nice beautiful crisp to them. They've not gone soggy. They weren't fatty to begin with. They weren't really oily. Nice bit of warmth into the kind of lingering still through. Seems like it cuts through any of the fat that works with it. Fish, again, beautiful, still there in flavour. Flaky, different texture to work on. All lasting slightly differently. I wonder what tartar sauce would like on that. I'll give that a go next time. How would you have yours? Please feel free to write in the comment section just below in regards to how you'd have yours, what sauces you have, any recommendations, any of your local chippies that you think would be better than this one. I'm happy to go search, happy to go travel and try. That's it. Okay, boys and girls. See you later. Bye.